Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, shut up, Adam. Welcome to Technically Speaking Live. It is 8 p.m. on the East Coast and 10 a.m. on Thursday at our Queensland, Australia office. Shout out to Daniel. Keeping Australia in check, my friend. Welcome to Technically Speaking. I got some new music this weekend. Oh, yeah. You gotta break it down early. Gonna bring the people on the show. Adam, shut your big pie hole. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm exhausted today. I was up extremely late. Also coming down from like the high of 6 days in a row of making content. Really, this would be, well, I guess it would be 7 days in a row. I went live. No, did I do live video drop in the morning and then live show? I don't know. I'll bring Stats on here in a second. He's the executive producer that keeps track of all this to make sure everything going on. So before I bring in Stats, let's go to the comments. I've already seen a Pixel 6 comment. Can't even wait to see who this is. Let's go to the comments. It's 7:01. Adam, nobody cares about your show. Just kidding, man. I love you. Have a great show at 7:30. I just kind of like choked there for a second. And by the way, we do have a soundbite that I forgot to load in because I was more worried about getting the music in. Tuna Tech, welcome, my friend. Tuna Tech, big shout out. Thank you for letting me borrow this, but we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Adam's yawn. One question: where is the Pixel 6 review series? That is coming soon. Coming soon. I wish I had the soundbite that goes ting, like that type of situation. Dim the lights, high or exhausted? Straight exhausted. I guess it's coming down from the high of 6 days in a row. Arguably the greatest amount of videos I've ever put out in a short period of time. I did 3 videos once, one single day for a Made by Google event, but that was probably 3 years ago at this point. Yeah, I almost did choke. I almost did. Welcome, Scoop. Welcome to the show. Let's go ahead and bring in the Stats himself. He's going to talk about some interesting things that he did this past weekend. Stats going to add you to the right. Stats, what up, player?
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and Scott. How you doing?
Bro, I'm tired. A lot of content's been made in the last week. Lots.
I hear you.
If you guys
know, I did just go back and check. You did drop a video last week, and we did do the live show on Wednesday. So
I did 2 last Wednesday. Yeah, so I did 2 last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Saturdays was a disaster. It's the same disaster that happened today with the LG Velvet video or was it today or yesterday? Yesterday, when the LG Velvet video came out. For whatever reason in Final Cut, it looks perfect, but in the render, it removes 1/2 of the screen or 1/2 of the actual other device that I'm testing against, the comparison. That comparison video or those comparison videos choked the life out of my MacBook Pro. Just choked it out. It was awful.
I did notice on my my notification screen within YouTube that you were adding videos and then deleting them and then adding them again and deleting them.
Last Saturday, to get them to work right. Last Saturday. And so then you roll into the rule of thumb of don't upload 3 videos within a 24-hour period. Otherwise, you won't get notifications out there. I was so pissed when the Note 20 Ultra and the Pixel 5, that was the video that I was actually really excited about to get out because I was pretty surprised at how well the Pixel 5 held against the super luxury hardware of the Note 20 Ultra. And that was the video that I actually saw notifications get pushed, and I was like, damn it. The one time, right? Arguably the best week in terms of my YouTube career. I felt weird not making a video today. I definitely kind of missed doing it, but my God, I am just exhausted. So
You've
tired.
earned a break. You've put out content every single day since last Tuesday. So sometimes multiple videos a day. You're good, bruh.
So Ben, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that gap, the Pixel 5 gap. We're going to get to that. I don't see the gap, but like I hold mine up. Like I literally did this the other day. I was like, ugh, God, like is mine such is a problem? So like I took it out and I was like, okay, like I'm desperately looking and I don't see what people are talking about. Like I really don't. Like I'm trying. Like it all looks uniform to me. Like there's like I guess like I'm looking for something to like get my finger underneath and pull the screen off. That's what I was looking for, but I was like, well, no, I mean, and I'm like, then I start looking around at other devices going, well, does this one have it? Like, so if I look at my 4A right here, and then I start looking around at the 4A and I was like, it looks identical to the 5. So I don't know. I don't think mine has it. I compared it to like one and another and one and another to itself. Like you guys, I'm literally sitting here, like wondering, do I have a gap issue on my Pixel 5? And like, I'm going crazy. And I'm going to talk about that too. Is like, can we just, for the love of Christ, enjoy tech? So we're going to talk about that. Stats, you did a arguably dumbish thing last weekend. And I would but I'm super proud of you. I am proud of what you did. I would not do it, but tell the people what you did.
So last Saturday, a buddy of mine, a good friend named Doug, left his house at 9 a.m. when it was 36 degrees outside. And at 8:05 p.m. on Sunday, we were standing next to Lake Erie on the north edge of Cleveland. We did 204 miles on our bicycles in 2 days. And we had a great time. As far as tech goes, to relate it to the show,
look at you. Segue.
Our phones were great, including my throwback 3XL. When we were about 30 miles out from Cleveland, from our ending point, I was down to about 9% battery. Because it was tracking my fitness, it was doing a map, and it was, still getting notifications. It hung on all the way to Cleveland 2.5 hours later. Wow. And I got in the car at 1%. So the phones did great. The part of technology that didn't do so great was our micro USB chargeable lights, both on the front and the rear. The rears failed about 30 minutes after sundown, and my front light lasted literally right until we pulled up to the finish line, and then it died. It was
micro USB anything shouldn't exist anymore.
Front light had died an hour before we made it to the finish line. So
I'm just telling you, like, I absolutely despise micro USB anything. Like, so awful, god awful. Go USB Type C for the love of Jesus.
Well, okay. But these are very niche markets. They know that if they put a micro USB in there, the majority of people are going to have it.
So here's what I got to ask. We're going to get into. I'm going to come back to the bike thing, but I've got a couple people in the chat talking about like the way that the audio sounds on the Pixel 5 versus other things. So I have in my possession a stupid amount of phones. So I'm going to right now.
You have 6 or 7 phones in front of you.
7. That's stupid. That's
I was
so
joking. I thought you had like 5.
No, that's really stupid. I shouldn't have admitted that. So I have an Epidemic Sound membership right now. I'm logging in to Epidemic Sound on the Pixel 4 XL, the Pixel 4a and the Pixel 5. I mean, I guess I could go, look, I'm going to tell you right now that the Pixel 5 is not going to sound as good as the iPhone, the Samsung Note 20 Ultra, or the Fold 2. I can tell you right now it's not going to sound that good. So what I'm going to do is just tell you what the Pixels sound like. And see, Adam, I'm the same way. So we're going to talk about it. I'm literally going to play the exact same song into this mic right now. Like, I'm literally going to hold it like this. I'm not going to point.
When are you going to do it?
I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
What did you think I said?
Well, I mean, you're still talking.
You shut your hole, or I'll kick you out of here. You can go executive produce somewhere else there, pal. I'm literally going to hold it like this. And so you're going to hear what the sound difference is. I legitimately have not done this test. This is what we refer to in the industry as doing it live. So I'm going.
This will be like our AirPods test between you and Greg and the Gen 1s and the Gen 2s live on camera.
So now I have to find a song. So give me a minute. Well, that ain't it. Hang on, I got to find a song. No, just give me a song. What's this one? Didn't care for one another, you and I. Thought I was okay.
And which phone is this again?
That's the Pixel 4 XL.
Okay.
Now I gotta find that exact same song. Shiza. Hang on.
On the six
there
other
it is.
phones
There it is.
sitting in front of you.
There it is. We were undiscovered, didn't care for one another, you and I. Thought I was.
And which phone is that?
That's the Pixel 5.
So
hold on.
For me,
hold on.
Well, can I give a comparison between the two?
Not until you get this last one. Didn't care for one another, you and I. Thought I was okay. Now look,
what was the third one?
I literally had it up to my face and could hear it, obviously, through headphones and like things like that. So like, I had the volume at 100% on all three of them. Almost said 4, but it was the Pixel 4 XL, Pixel 4a, and the Pixel 5. You want me to do it again?
Was the 5 in the middle, or was the 5 the last one?
5 was in the middle.
Okay. So I would say, for me, hearing it through YouTube, through my headphones, everything like that, the 4XL and the 4A are the most similar of the three.
Which would make sense.
I felt that in the intro, before he was singing, the 5 sounded a little tinny.
Sure.
But once it got to the actual singing, it had more presence. It was a more well-rounded sound.
Would you say that any of the three sound bad?
No, of course not.
I'm not trying to like call anybody out in the comments either, like Fox Tech or Ben or anything like that. It's like, but I had heard these same things that like I am literally the only person evidently on YouTube, and I have just been getting slaughtered for it in the comments and on Reddit as it relates to this a-hole said the speaker sounds good and everybody else says it sucks. And I don't think it sucks. Like, I don't think it sucks.
There's no such thing as bad publicity, and people are engaging with your content.
No. On Reddit, there's a lot of it. On Reddit, there's a lot.
Reddit is a cesspool. We know that.
I don't think that sounds bad. Like, I don't think it sounds bad. Does it sound better than others? No. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't. I don't think it sounds bad. I don't think it sounds like the worst speakers in the history of the world. I mean, I'll pick another song. I'll continue to play the same song. I'll even do the same one.
I mean, for me personally, the simple fact that I can have millions upon millions of songs in my hand, in my pocket, on demand, whenever I want, and either port them through the speakers on the phone or put them through a pair of headphones is more than satisfactory because,
Sure.
you know, I grew up obviously with our parents' generation, and they had big hi-fis and tower stacks and big, speakers that are the size of a car, because that's what you had to do with the technology back then to get the most perfect sound. I actually just today set up my new turntable system, and I have to go buy some honest to God speaker wire to connect it to my new hi-fi speakers, because I don't have good quality speaker wire to get the best sound out of the turntable. So that being said, am I ever going to, enjoy the speakers on my phone as much as good high
Never.
quality
No.
stereo speakers? No.
No.
But like you always say with photography is the best camera is the one that you have with you. The best music is the one that is in my pocket when I want to listen to it. So I will make the trade-off on, a little bit of distortion or a little bit of, just
I kind of,
less quality sound for having it with me.
I'll be honest. Like, okay, I got 13 people in the chat and I have you. I got 14 people in the chat and I got you. I would like to know, should I do a literal blind test, where I will turn around and bring the mic with me and I will put on the same 3 songs, all mixed. You tell me in which order they sound good. If you want to do that, let's do it. People in the comments like Fox Tech and Gabriel, everybody, like, thank you, Dan. I appreciate that too. Yes, you're right. I will do that. Stats, I would love to see what you say. Again, I think what you said about the tinniness and things of that nature is definitely not wrong.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, no, I mean, like, I would say that it's more right than it's wrong. That's for sure. It's like, but audio is so subjective, right? Like, what might sound
without a doubt.
what might sound tinny to you might be like, it's fine for me. Like, I don't care, no big deal.
Right.
Here's what I do know. I don't think they sound so bad that they're like, some of the reviewers out there, they're like, they're the worst thing ever. Throw the whole phone away. I mean, I don't think I would go that far.
Did anybody ever try to listen to a MP3 file on a flip phone? Come on,
my
folks.
Jesus. What about midis?
Oh,
Lord have mercy.
Again, this goes back to the conversation we had last week. And if anybody in the chat who was here last week, I appreciate you. Whenever something new comes out and it's slightly different, or a person feels that it doesn't live up to their magical expectations, they're going to find a reason to complain about it. And that's their right. Everyone has their ability. Everyone has a connection to the internet, and they can go off online as much as they want. But that doesn't mean that you, the content creator who is spending your time, your money, your effort, and your energy to put this information out there, has to listen to any of them. They're just hating ass haters.
Yeah, I mean, Fox Tech says it best. It's by far the best Pixel. It is, for me, the best Pixel that Google's ever made, outside of the original Pixel, and that's sheerly nostalgia. That is the only reason. Well, it's nostalgia, and also the you can upload photos in any file that comes from the original Pixel 1 forever for free.
Yeah,
literally, that's just like, that's such a bomb deal.
Yeah,
it's great if you happen to know how to move files. I haven't Ben, I haven't checked out the Max Tech vid on the Pixel 5. But I think folks actually want to do this thing. Like, here's what's probably going to happen. I'll probably do this. I'll probably do this live test, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, this is stupid. This guy's show sucks. And then they leave, which is mostly true, because the show definitely is not good. It's mostly Stats' executive producing.
It's the high end of mediocre.
Yeah, I mean, Michael, to your point, if you like it, does it really matter? No, but it's the internet, because I actually had to go out and prove that I got the device a month early, because people said I went in, changed the settings of the phone, changed the time and the date, because,
Yeah.
and I admit this, it looks so super shady. I wore the same T-shirt. I wore the exact same T-shirt when I recorded, and I didn't know that, obviously. I recorded it, and I was like, oh my God. I even told my wife, I was like, they're going to think that I faked this because I'm literally wearing the same T-shirt. And I literally, somebody was like, yeah, clearly this guy's lying. This guy's a liar. So I literally took a snapshot of my FedEx shipping and said, hey, without stopping just shy of showing you the box, here is all the information. And Michael's right. Everything on the internet is absolutely true. Everything.
I think
All the things on the internet.
just to annoy all of your tens of thousands of loving followers, you should wear the exact same T-shirt on every video for the rest of the year.
I did that for a while. I have that red pullover that you gave me that I wore nonstop, and I still wear it nonstop.
It's a great polo. It was a good trade we made.
It was a great trade. Although it says that I'm a lot smaller than I actually am, which is why I keep that sweatshirt around. That sweatshirt says I'm just a single X.
Yeah, well.
Time has evolved to show me a few more X's.
Well, I put on this T-shirt because obviously we have the first Ohio State game of the season coming up on Saturday.
Woo-woo.
Looking to go big against those Corn Huskers, whatever they are.
Nebraska.
But then I noticed
that
this T-shirt's getting a little snug. So on Saturday, I may need to upgrade to the Greg version of the baseball tee, because that one has a little bit more room in it. So
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I have the 3 pixels all here in a row, all 3 in cases, might I add. All right, let's mix this up. Here we go. All righty, here we go. I'm going to turn the mic like this. Like that.
Oh boy.
It's going to be, I know. Okay, hang on. I can't have that show like that dude from The New Yorker did. I am well aware of that my camera is on. No tomfoolery is
Do you
happening.
have pants on?
I have pants on.
That's good.
Yep. We're going to leave that here. We are not getting suspended out of the 1% studios here. Okay, so let's do our first one. And okay, our first one is this one. Hang on, let me put in my word of pass. Hang on. God, that's an awful song.
It doesn't even make sense why I think about you. It was only one night.
That song sucks.
And it's not my style to be
Jesus.
caught up in the middle like
I'm sorry, I can't do that. That song's awful.
No, we need something with an actual beat and a little more bass.
I gotta get something in there. Like, that's just awful. Can I get something not awful? What are we playing? Here we go, just beats. My beat, my rules. This is awful too.
I don't know. I think it'll work for the test.
Good God. No, this is not going to work. Like, I got to have a better song here, bro. This one? Guys, I am so sorry. Let me just do some hip hop. I can get behind this.
I don't know why I'm turning my head. Like, I'll be able to hear it better. I have headphones in.
Okay, you got it?
Yep.
That was the first one. Here's that second one.
Whoa. That's much louder.
What?
I'm just laughing at Michael.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I've got my guesses.
You got your guesses?
Yep.
Okay. What are your
Five.
guesses?
4XL 4A.
5 4XL 4A.
Yep.
Nailed it. Yeah, that was absolutely
Yes,
it.
sir.
That was absolutely it. The 4A, 4XL, significantly louder. No question.
And that's what led me to
it
go
was
there because
so much louder.
bigger package, bigger speakers,
Yep.
pause, and more directional sound.
Yep, I agree. 1,000% agree. Again, are any of them bad?
No,
Yeah.
they're all
And
for what they are. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, let's think about this. The technology to put that kind of sound out of a speaker that is, a quarter of an inch wide and a quarter of an inch long and a 16th of an inch wide,
Pause.
and probably a quarter of an inch deep. That's
Also pause.
phenomenal.
Also pause.
Hey,
Pause. So my heart will go on. Do I need to sing that?
No, absolutely not.
Far, wherever you are,
So, my father, not knowing how to comment in YouTube itself, is sending me text messages saying that all of your music choices are awful, but he loves you anyway.
There you go. There you go, Michael. That was for you. Remember, the super chat is open for requests. Ooh, and now we go back to that live skate moment after dark. Gabriel nailed it. It's time for after dark skate-a-thon. You're gonna make me test my speakers with my millimeter depth, yeah. I gotta get 3 centimeters wide, like Stat said. I do.
So awful.
I was gonna say, like, I appreciate this right here, this comment right here. I just love how chill things are, and like it's literally what we do. Literally what we do on Wednesday.
Drinks.
Yep, hot takes, cold drinks, a lot of chilling out. It has gone extremely south. Yep. Welcome to Technically Speaking. I'm surprised it made 30 minutes into the show, to be completely honest. We've actually talked about literally nothing. We've talked about literally nothing.
That's not true. We talked about the Pixel 5 and how the speakers aren't garbage.
Fair. They're fair. Okay, I'll give you that. Let's talk about, is it Quibi? Quibi?
I think it's...
Is it Quibi?
I'll be honest. I haven't seen a commercial for it in so long. I think it's Quibi.
I think it's Quibi. It's no more. She gone.
Oh.
And it's infuriating.
Did you pay for it?
Absolutely not. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I think I got it for free, but I never even downloaded the app. And if I did download the app, it would have come installed on an AT&T phone, and I would have just immediately deleted it because I never really understood yet again another streaming service. And I complain about it all the time on the show is we are being literally nickeled and dimed to death when it comes to the cost of streaming services. You got your Disney Plus, you got your Hulu, you got your Netflix, you got your music services like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, which used to be Google Music. There's so many different subscription services. Quibi is not one that was even remotely close to interesting for me. And that doesn't even count the fact that you could get regular like YouTube TV and what's the one you used to have? It was orange or purple
Sling.
or something. Sling, that's it. Sling or anything like that. I don't need another service, especially a service that I didn't like any of their content. I literally got Apple TV for free. Is it Apple TV? Is it the streaming service? If you bought an iPhone 11 last year, you got a free year's worth of it. I've never opened it. Not once.
Really?
Not a single time.
Wow.
I got
So,
HBO.
yeah,
I got HBO Max for free because I have a bunch of unlimited data lines on my AT&T account. I've opened it
Right.
twice.
So I've actually been using and abusing my HBO Max because there's a lot of older stuff, but they also seem to have a lot of movies that have come out within the last year or two that I didn't get a chance to see in the theater. So yeah, I'm same thing. I'm getting it free through my AT&T internet account.
It's exhausting how much we pay for streaming services.
Yeah.
Like I have
Oh,
Hulu,
I would never
Netflix.
pay for HBO Max, but I'm getting it for free for 12 months. So I'm like,
See,
okay.
Here you go, right here. I had a free Apple TV thing too. Never used it. I would argue that most people probably didn't, and that's why Quibi or QB or Kibi or however you say it failed just miserably. I don't really know what they were trying to get at. By the way, they raised $1.5 billion for this. $1.5 billion. It lasted 6 months.
And the thing that I never
6 months.
understood about this particular service was the first time I remember seeing an ad about it, they specifically said they were targeting the mobile market with short content media, something that you could watch on a bus ride or a train ride or a taxi ride.
God, this sounds like a lot like YouTube.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, I already pay for a YouTube premium subscription. So why am I going to pay even more money to watch a few A-listers, mostly B-listers, pump out short little 10-minute videos when there are amateurs putting out massively awesome content in the sci-fi realm, the Western realm,
Tech.
the tech realm, on YouTube that I'm already paying for. And
so
because I operate in the Google universe, it automatically works perfectly with my phone.
So Quibi launched on April 6th, just 6 months ago. 2 plans,
Jesus,
$5.
That seems like it was 5 years ago.
I know, right? Oh my God. Back in my day, 84 years later. It's been 84 years. 2 plans, $5.99 or $4.99 with ads or $7.99 ad free. The company sought to distinguish itself by focusing exclusively on mobile device at launch, complete with an innovative system where each show was filmed and edited in both portrait and landscape formats, allowing it to be viewed in any orientation on a smartphone. Do you know what I can watch in any orientation on a smartphone? YouTube, TikTok. I mean, mostly vertical on TikTok because they're dumb, but that's whatever.
Well, so glossing over the fact that April 6th was still this year, who in their right mind pays money for a service that is still then going to force feed apps or ads down your throat?
A ton of people who would no. That's like, look, I love you. That's a bad take because Hulu literally does that.
Well, that's why I don't have Hulu.
Yeah, see, I got Spotify and Hulu together in a deal, but I still watch ads on my Hulu because I don't have like the super secret premium whatever they have. Like I don't have that, but I also didn't have the option of getting that with the Spotify. So like I have Spotify as well, but I have to watch ads. So I would argue that most people who watch Hulu probably watch it with the limited number of ads that they have. So
yeah,
I'd be cautious with that take.
We said it. Hot takes, cold drinks. So I think we have an opening
or
here.
Ice cold takes.
We
lukewarm.
we could blame LG for Quibi not surviving.
Was it LG?
Because they didn't launch the Wing soon enough. Because as everybody knows, the Wing, you can go vertical, you can go horizontal. You've got multiple screens.
I see what you're saying. What you're saying.
It's a big stretch, but
I would really love to try out the Wing. Like I would love to try out the Wing a lot. I think the Wing is cool. Like,
do we know anybody that has one?
No, but Tuna Tech, who was in the chat, I don't know if he is anymore at this point. He is letting me borrow this monster.
So for everybody who doesn't recognize it, that is a Galaxy Z Fold 2 for our folks across the pond and down under who pronounce letters with their alphanumeric designations. And it is a gorgeous phone.
It is a gorgeous phone.
Scott and I were duoing
It is
earlier today.
super gorgeous.
And
oh my gosh.
the multiple different ways you can set it up and view or interact with content and have it stand on its own, or just the simple form factor of having two screens connected by a see-through hinge basically is great.
Oh, my God, like unbelievable, amazing.
But it is a thick boy, which is perfect.
Oh my God, it is thick.
So
super thick. Hang on.
It's one of those phones you don't want to drop on your face at midnight while you're scrolling through YouTube, or try to fit into your skinny jeans if anybody is still wearing skinny jeans.
Naga happen. So okay, these are both sans case. Boy, look at that. That's the Pixel 5. The Pixel
versus the Z Fold 2.
Yeah.
Now what about that other phone? I can't remember the name of it, but the other foldable that you got recently.
Oh,
or that turned into a foldable with a case.
You're talking about the LG Velvet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's also a thick boy. But
how does the weight and thickness compare between those two?
It is. I just blanked there for a second. Like I just totally spaced out, literally live. But whatever. Hey, what did you ask?
I said, how do the Z Fold 2 and the LG Velvet compare
from a
size,
weight perspective,
weight, and thickness?
The Z Fold 2 is thick, and heavy.
Well, it's two
heavy.
It's two purpose-built screens, or three purpose-built screens, versus the Velvet kind of cheats. You get a second screen with a case, right?
It's over there, but yeah, it's a case, so it's not the same as the Z Fold at all.
There is a gap in the middle of the Velvet.
Yeah, because it's two very separate screens. It's a lot more. It's more like the Duo from that perspective, except the Duo is still one phone too.
Right.
The V60 is a great device. The Velvet is also a great device. Damn, boy, it's thick. Yeah.
Gabriel,
I got it. Like we got it.
Yeah, both of us got it.
Yeah, we got it. Sorry, the in-ear monitor is driving me crazy. It's making my ear itch like crazy. So anyway, it's heavy by a wide margin, but the real estate that you get on the thing is like they've made all the updates that they need to make on the Z Fold 2, like the front screen being so much better. Like it's significantly more usable. Whereas before it was like at a glance, answer it really, really quick. But it's obviously you get the mass is where you get the inside. And it's like a little iPad. It's literally like a little mini iPad, and just love it. It's great. I really, really like it. It's also really, really expensive.
Well,
that's the
that's the conversation that you and I had earlier. The screen real estate is great. The thickness, the weight, you can deal with it. But the price, my goodness.
But when I pick up the Pixel 5 versus picking up the Fold 2, it's like
you feel like the Hulk.
Like,
where's your new sound?
I know, right? Don't worry, Larry will grab that one too. It's like you really got to muscle up on that thing, but like the Pixel 5 is like yeet, like you can really really throw the thing around and excuse me. Yeah, but yeah, that's where I'm at from that perspective. That's how we got caught up in Quibi.
You know,
God. We're a mess.
Is what it is.
The show was doing so well for 30 minutes, and then we just ground to a complete halt. What?
I'm sorry. Was that a word?
All
right. So what do you want to talk about with the iPhone 12?
Hang on. I gotta put the stroke back.
Clear the pipes.
That's going to be taken out of context. That'll be fun.
Hot takes and cold drinks, folks.
Yes, Miss Sheila, you're right. I did not review the Surface Duo. I reviewed the LG Velvet, which I thought was or would have been the Surface Duo, should have been, but I digress. Gap gate on the Pixel 5. We kind of talked about it before. Is like, I don't think I have it.
Give it to one of your kids. They have better eyesight than you do.
Well, they're gonna be like, "What am I looking for? A gap?" They're like, "Well, how big? I don't know." Like, okay. iPhone 12 news, and okay, I gotta wipe my brow on this one because I read this and I nearly rolled my eyes right out of my head. There is a major technology website that made a claim, not even a claim, in their actual article that they wrote about the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 Pro. They said, and this is it for the iPhone 12 Pro, is it worth $200 more than the standard carrier subsidized iPhone 12? Yes, because it's shiny. That's literally what it said.
That's because
a bold it's move. Shiny. Now, I think what they're talking about is like the difference in the materials of the edges around the iPhone 12. Thankfully, they went back to a rectangular design, which I actually like a lot. What I think I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it within 3 weeks or less. You're going to see people have now dropped their iPhone on the corners or somewhere around the frame. And because it's a square design, it will crack the glass more. Like it won't provide more rigidity or more protection. And then they'll complain about having the squared off or the rectangular frame because it doesn't offer the same protection on the curved of like the original, like the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max. I'm going to call it now.
I can't wait to see if you're right because
I also can't wait.
We all know how much you enjoy being right, especially when it comes to tech takes.
Just, man, I'm telling you right now, is like I love the way I love going back to flat glass, not curved glass. Do not like that. Flat glass and rectangular designs. I personally really like the idea of doing that. Great, love it. Love the idea. But I'm telling you, like, something's going to happen. It's going to be the same thing. I read something on Twitter the other day where this is like a constant cycle of what happens. The first couple weeks, it's like, this is the best thing ever. Blah, 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 blah. And then the next thing that happens is like, this tiny thing really upsets me. Boo. And that's what's going to happen is like, somebody's going to drop their iPhone. It's going to crack the glass. They're going to say, I thought this was the strongest glass ever. It's got to be because of the rectangular design. Or they're going to say, I have a gap between the glass and the rectangular design. It's not sitting flush. What's going on, Apple? It's going to be something like that.
Well, we've just seen that this week with the Pixel 5. You know, Pixel 5 came out. Everybody loves it. Now, 2 weeks later, well, the speakers are awful, and I'm seeing a gap on my phone, and X and Y and Z and whatever. So, again, I know I keep bringing this up, but it's the exact same conversation we had last week. Somebody or multiple somebodies are always going to find something to complain about. It's in human nature. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is. Like,
but it's going to happen. So,
and my thing is, it's just like, wow, can we just, for just a hot second, just enjoy the fact that some of these things is just bananas. Tech is not going to be perfect. There's going to be QA and QC.
No, because it's bleeding edge. It's
just going to be kind of the way that it is. But with the iPhone, and like Fox Tech talks about it here, is I would assume that it was a joke. Like I would guess that it was a joke when they talked about it. Is like I don't see how it could be worth the extra $200, since the iPhone 12 has a lot of the same features that the 12 Pro has, except for the telephoto lens. Like, now where I think the huge or the biggest discrepancy could probably come up is between the Pro Max and the Pro or just the regular one. That's what I think. Like I'm waiting to see what the Pro Max has to offer, because I have an 11 Pro Max, and I think the thing takes incredible videos, incredible photos. Not the best still photography photo taker, words. That still to me goes to the pixels. Like I trust the Pixel to give me the shot that I need at the moment that I need the shot. That doesn't mean if I have time to get the shot with another phone, other phones are going to create that same shot. Like, look, let's be real. Very rarely are the phones that we're talking about right now going to be total flops. Like, it's just not going to be a total flop.
Yeah. And I think
the tech is that good nowadays. And the mid ranges have gotten better, and the cheaper versions, like the lower tier. I mean, the 4A, you guys saw the video that I put out on the 4A. It holds its own, $350.
Right.
Just it does. Like, yeah.
And like you always talk about, if somebody lives in the Apple ecosystem and they go ahead and fork over the money for the Pro Max version, whether it's the 10, the 11, the 12, they are going to take the best possible photos they can with an iPhone. Yeah, because that's the ecosystem they've chosen to live in. You and I choose, for the majority, other than the 7, 8, 10 phones you have sitting around you right now, to live in the Google, in the Pixel in the Android ecosystem. So
what was that? Did you just stroke out Android, Apple, Eco, Google, Yahtzee
system? So again, if you are going to be, if you know you're going to be doing a full day of still photography and not video, you're going to take one of your Pixel devices. But if you have to record really, really crispy video that you're just going to not want to do anything with and just push it out, you're going to use your iPhone because you have that capability. You've made the choice to put your time and your energy and especially your money into both systems.
You inexplicably just kept going.
Of course I did.
You didn't give a damn that I had music going, did you?
I had a point to make.
You didn't give a rip. You just, you know what? I'm powering through it. Like, I don't need time. I don't have time for 78 skates. I don't have time for that. I'm going to continue to just plow through it. Oh, God. But that's my thing is like, you guys saw the comparison videos. I'm going to try to do a comparison between the 11 Pro Max and the Pixel 5. Because I think that there's a lot of value in that. There is a ton of value in it. It's like, my point with the comparisons is I'm not trying to sway you and say, go buy one or the other. I'm going to always have my preference. I'm going to almost always go towards Pixel. I just enjoy the experience. Fanboy, whatever. Call me what it is. I enjoy the Google Pixel experience. I do believe, I'm going to say it right now, I believe it's not even going to be close. It will not be close in like dynamic range. It won't be close into the audio sounding between the Pixel 5 and the iPhone. I am fully anticipating the iPhone to just thrash the Pixel 5 because I believe that Apple's video is just that much better than anything that's out on the market right now. Just going to fully put it out there is when I make the video, I fully anticipate Apple to win hands down, no question. When it comes to still photography, taking pictures of things, portrait mode, all that other jazz.
The stars.
Yeah, I fully anticipate the Pixel to win more often than not. There are probably going to be moments where the Pixel 5 video might end up being better than the Apple video in certain moments. And also, Apple's photo is going to be a little bit better than the Pixel 5 in given moments. I'm going to literally test it out. Probably this weekend, to be completely honest. I might go out and record tomorrow after work or Friday after work or whatever, just to try to get the video out because I'm really interested in seeing what is that truly like, because now we finally have somewhat of an apples to apples comparison when it comes to things like 4K 60, the dynamic range getting a little bit better in the Pixel or Android devices. And so let me just say this. I am not an expert when I use the terms dynamic range. Here's literally what I'm going to be looking for when I say that. From what I understand, this is what dynamic range really is. I'm just going to dumb it way down, and then people are going to be like, holy Jesus, this guy makes videos? Like, I can't wait. I'm really going to show my, Yeah, here we go.
15,000 subscribers can't be wrong.
17, thank you. And
I wanted to be on the low end. I didn't want to lie and go high end.
I appreciate that. I'm looking to see, are the whites in any of the photos, so the clouds, the sky, whatever, anything that's white, is it completely blown out of proportion to where it's like ungodly terrible looking? And are the darks so dark that they're just black? Like you can't see any type of context, texture, anything that should be a shadow. It just shows up as black.
Right.
I'm literally looking to see, does the Pixel handle that very similar to the iPhone? That's it. That's what I'm going to be looking for, because all the jazz in the middle, the video is still going to look fine. Like the video is still going to look good. And so my thing is going to be, from a dynamic range perspective, can the Pixel hold its own against a very much powerhouse video in the iPhone? Yeah. What did you say in the comments? What have you done? The comments have been blowing up and you've been in it. What are you saying?
I'm just responding to our fans, you know.
You didn't you didn't listen at all when you were you do have a long time like literally tuning me out.
Oh, absolutely. You and I have done several very long road trips together.
Oh,
yeah. But no, I think you're absolutely right.
Larry brings a good point.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Why should I switch when I get everything that I need in the ecosystem that I am? If I'm in the Apple ecosystem, I don't need to switch. I get great photos, I get great video, I get a great app experience, I get great apps. Why would I?
The ubiquity, you know, the secondhand market for those devices, the supplier market. I mean, the minute a new iPhone drops, there's 1,001 different cases and accessories you can buy for it,
and
because
it's a great experience.
Everybody knows it's going to sell 100 million units, and they need to get their products out there for it. So
I mean, it's a great experience. Apple has a great experience when you open up one of their products. It's a great experience. I think they've gone completely sideways and totally off the rocker when it comes to the charging issues. Oh, the lack of brick, the MagSafe. Like, I am so confused by what they're trying to spin this as. Look, it's not environmental. Don't spin it that way. Stop it. Quit it. Quit. Apple, just say what it is. Like, you can try to spin it as like, we're saving plastic by making smaller, like making smaller boxes and the plastic, and like you can try to spin it that way all you want. You are a liar when you do that, because what it comes down to is you don't have to manufacture those chargers anymore for free when you include them in the box. And now you can charge $20 for a super fast charging brick to plug in the cord that you did include in the box, but didn't give them a USB-C brick to actually plug into. And also, can we talk about the fact that you're using old technology in the Lightning port? But if it's environmental, for the love of Christ, just go to USB Type-C. Just go to USB Type-C. Your MacBooks do it. Your iPads do it.
I think they will eventually.
I don't know.
But as we know, the product cycles on these are a minimum of 12 months, probably closer to 18 or 24 months. So they started working on the 12s in 2018.
I agree. Mike, I love you. I'm not sure I would go with the Angels. Yeah. I mean, I love you, though. I love you to death, brother. I do. He's going to be on the show next week, by the way. He's coming to the show.
Fantastic.
And now that I just put it out there in the universe, he has no choice. He has to come.
Attaboy.
Yeah. And that's here it is like they're selling USB-C charging bricks for $20. The MagSafe thing's like $40. I don't get the MagSafe thing. Like, it's cool because it's a Qi charger. I get it. And I really do, but it's not cordless then. Like I actually immediately thought like, that would actually be kind of cool for me. Cause I'm one of those people like I will plug in my phone and then put it in my hand and like use it because I want to juice it up. Right.
Right.
Like, and I want that. That's exactly what I want. But then I'm like, well, that's not actually wireless. Like when you do a Qi charger, the point is you set the phone down and you forget, and it just charges while you do other things, and then you pick it up, you do the thing, and then you put your phone back down. Well,
Right.
MagSafe, it's actually strong enough magnets to where you can actually like pick it up and swing it. 'Cause Jonathan Morrison actually did the I came in like a wrecking ball and like swung it back and forth on the new iPhone 12 and it didn't fall off. Can't do that at all with any other Qi charger. I'm actually thinking about picking one up for the Pixel 5, not for the iPhone.
Right.
Because what I want to do, because it's magnetized, I actually want to mount it in the Jeep and then just mount the phone to the dash. Because I want the mag. I want the mag.
Is it that strong?
Yes, it is. For regular city driving, it's strong enough.
Okay.
So like
not
I
off
actually
driving.
Well, not that the Jeep would ever do that anyway. Like
we've taken it over a curb once.
According to my lease agreement, I haven't. According to my lease agreement, that thing only sees city streets. Thank you, stats, right? City streets. Yep. So I would want to put it on the dash and actually just like magnetize my phone. That's what I actually think that's a great idea. Mike brings up
if you could get a phone support that is also a wireless charger.
Well, they have
brilliant.
Those. A ton of them out there. There's a ton out there like that. Like a literal boatload. Apple will go portless, and he's like, MagSafe is the segue to the portless, and I think it's a great idea because you can then either set it down or pick it up while it's charging with the cord hanging out. You're right; they may go straight up. I can fast charge without a port. I don't need it. Boom. Mike's onto something. That's a hot take. That's really good. I like that. Yeah, Larry, we're very concerned about the environment, so we don't include chargers, but we will still need you to buy a new iPhone every year. Not wrong.
Nope.
Not wrong. Although I got to give, in fairness, iPhones last a long time. There's a comment that I have not answered in my YouTube comments on my video. Somebody talks about like, look, hey, just want to be square with you. I buy a phone once every 4 years. I have an iPhone now. I really like the idea of the Pixel. Should I buy the Pixel 5 or should I buy the new iPhone? And I can't not tell them to not buy the iPhone because I know, and I'm not saying anything bad about like the quality control or anything for Pixels. The OG Pixel still works for me. It still works. So take that as you will. It's like, as if you treat your phones right, they're going to last the 4 or 5 years that you talk about.
Mm-hmm.
One thing with Apple is they guarantee a lot of those updates. With Google and Samsung, they're saying 3 years of updates for sure. They've supported a little bit longer than that. Apple says 5, straight up. And I don't know which one to recommend. Both are great. Don't get me wrong. If you take care of both will work. But I would probably say something along the lines of wait for the iPhone 12 Pro Max just in case. Let's get some real world reviews out there. And I'm not even going to be I'm going to be braggadocious here. I literally have had this for well over a month at this point. Like I would look at this as like, this is a real world review. So if you want to see what a real world is, check out the video that I have out there. I literally used it for a month. And so, yeah, somebody says, is this really a long-term review? I mean, kinda. It's kind of a long-term review. Like most times
in the tech world, yeah, a month is a
long time. Like that's a daily driver. And sweet Jesus, when it's a month in 2020, that's like a quarter.
Yeah.
I mean,
or a year.
A month in 2020 is literally 900 days long. So it is a long-term review when you have it a month in 2020. So yeah, that's all I got. Stats. 901, where can they find you?
Helix Heinlein on the tweet machine, Country Smith on the Instagram. I am still on hiatus, but I do check in every once in a while just to see if anybody is adding me. Yeah, everybody stay safe out there. It is still 2020, believe it or not. Wear a mask, protect yourself and your friends and your family, please.
Yes. Let's do that. Let's just make it through 2020. Let's power through this last quarter. I got some gift guides coming out. I'm going to do a review on, hang on. I'm going to do a review on this guy here. It's called the Olive. It is an in-ear, it's like a hearing aid, but it's not a hearing aid. So I'm going to do a review on this. I'm going to review a turntable. I'm going to have a gift guide where I talk about things like this, an ultimate huge mega charging brick. This bad boy right here is 26,000 milliamps.
Wow.
26,000 milliamps, 2 USB-Cs, 100 watts out. 100 watts out. You can charge you can do 100 watts out, 65 watts out, 22 watts out, and 18 watts out. So you can, and by the way, it also has a wireless, like a Qi charger right here on the top too. So this will be part of a gift guide.
Is that heavier or lighter than the Z Fold 2?
That is definitely heavier. That thing should go to prison. That thing would cause someone to go to prison. That thing is a beast. But I'm going to be putting out some gift guides. I'm going to put out some new content. So it's going to be kind of crazy. Going to shift a little bit away from the hardcore smartphone stuff. Definitely going to put out some more stuff to look at from a gift guide perspective. And yeah, that's it. You can find me at Scott Peachy on the tweet machine and at the Scott Peachy on the gram. Hit me up. Let's chat. Same bat time, same bat channel. 1 week from now, we're going to have the king himself. Tech King Mike will be here along with Stats, probably. And yeah, I guess I'll be here. I'll be here. So, all right, y'all. I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you again next time. Wait. Yeah. Gabriel coming through on the end. Super sticker. Woo-hoo. 9999999. So out of tune. Ooh, yeah. All right, I'm out. Bye.
Bye.